if you rested and you ate your food, you know, and let's say you did push-pull legs, and then now it's hypothetically either a rest day or a pull day. And I mean, in my opinion, if your chest isn't sore and your triceps aren't sore, I say hit it again. Now, if you need another day's rest and then you want to hit it the next day, that's fine too. Honestly, I think if I took like one rest day a week, I'd probably still be the same size as I am now. But I don't really think I'd be much bigger. The guy who goes in and just goes fucking crazy will most certainly stimulate more growth than the guy who just does a half-assed lift, even if his exercise selection is like more optimal or he's getting more recruitment of this or that. He's not going to make any more gains if he's lifting with half the intensity of just the fucking normal ass dude going into the gym and saying, okay, I'm going to go on leg press until I throw up. If you were to just stop your set once you couldn't do, you know, a rep with perfect form, I'm inclined to believe you still got a lot of juice in the tank that, you know, could potentially, possibly guaranteed give you a better pump if you were to get out. You know, I say this a lot, especially for beginners. The beginning of, you know, transitioning into getting serious in terms of like, you know, lifting, whatever. The beginning's the hardest part because you don't have the results yet to fucking motivate you. You know, if I come into the gym and I get to look at a freaky fucking pump like this, how could I not want to come back the next day? So you kind of have to get over that initial investment of a few months or, fuck man, even years, depending on what your you know, fitness lifestyle physique looks like. So really, I'd say the main thing that's going to determine whether or not I get a solid pump or not is the sleep and the hydration. And that's not just liquids, that's also fucking electrolytes. I don't think I drank enough water today, that's for sure. Though, could you tell just by looking at the fucking tricep? Holy fuck! Oh, I mean, no matter what you want to do, like, I'm sure if you're a smaller guy, you might feel kind of silly doing a set like this, in the sense that like you don't want to be judged by the people around you. But whether or not you do your set with fucking complete range of motion all the way to the top, all the way down, or kind of fucking constant tension style, as long as it's a hard set and you're getting a pump, you're doing something right. Everybody's heard the fucking phrase, proper preparation prevents poor performance. So I had improper preparation today. So instead of a absolutely demonstrably incredulous, bone-chilling, spine, I guess spine, you get what I'm saying. Instead of an insane, out-of-this-world pump, all I had was a pretty good one. A pretty good one is so much fucking better than none at all. If that's you and, you know, you don't really look forward to a certain day, simply by fucking thinking that in your head, you're already setting yourself up for failure. Are you gonna go harder or less hard on a lift if you go in and think, ah, geez, fucking shoulder day? Ah, fuck shoulders, man, this sucks. If you've got negative associations with what you're doing, you're not gonna fucking wanna do it. And even just by thinking this shit in your head, you're telling yourself, oh, I don't like this, oh, blah, blah, it's just gonna be less enjoyable for you. It's been about 5 years of lifting, and I seldom took rest days. From the beginning to now, I have never gone more than, I don't know, 3 days without a lift. And that's excessive. I couldn't tell you the last time I took more than even 2 days off in a row. 5 years, 365 days a year. Let's just be generous and say I only lifted 300 times a year, which I know I know for a fact it's been more than that, but I don't want to fucking do the math. 1,500 lifts, you know, and let's say even just an hour a lift, 1,500 hours. How many hours of fucking League of Legends do you have clocked in? You could be right here, but instead you've got 1,500 hours of League. This shouldn't tire you out, right? Your warm-up should not tire you out. I'm not doing any work. I'm just trying to make sure that once I jump onto whatever movement I want to start on, and I start with a lightweight, do a few sets there, and then go a little heavier, and then go a little heavier, that, you know, everything's gonna feel good. So for me, back doesn't usually require much warm-up. It's not a lift where I find myself dealing with really any aches or pains. But for something like chest, I think the warm up is a lot more, let's just say, necessary. For me, my left tricep is a bit ahead of the right one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the right arm first, right? Go fucking hard, get as many reps as whatever. Like let's say I get 15 reps, and that's when I call the set. When I move on to the left arm, maybe I could get 17, maybe I could get 20, but I'm still gonna call it at 15, so the right one can catch up. I could foresee that it probably wouldn't be too difficult for you to convince yourself. Okay, yeah, fuck it. I've been pretty consistent in the gym. Let's take a week off. Now, I mean, if that's just your fucking prerogative, do whatever you want. But if you know in your mind that you wish you would have gone, then it's just going to feel so much better to be able to get in the car when you're done, sit down and go, oh, all right. I'm fucking exhausted, but I did it. That's going to feel fucking insanely better than having to wake up the next morning and be like, oh shit, slacked off today. Your fucking sleep will make you feel good. Who doesn't want to be well rested? I mean, come on. This is like basic shit that we know from, when our parents raise us. It's good to eat your vegetables. Actually, I'm a fucking asshole. Don't really do that much. Okay, it's good to take your vitamins, and it's good to get some sleep and get some exercise. All right. I mean, I eat more fucking vegetables when I'm dieting, but I mean, from my perspective, vegetables are just fucking, I mean, it's nothing. There's nothing in there. The micronutrients and whatnot, I'm still under the impression that, taking my vitamins makes me a bit more complete in my diet. Because hypothetically, you eat the exact perfect diet, you hit every macro and micronutrient, you get all your zinc, you're eating some potatoes, so you get your potassium, this, that, and the other. You're eating some red meat for your iron. I mean, it definitely wouldn't hurt you, but I'm definitely seeing some pretty solid results from my method. Not to say that it won't change over time, but, don't forget, I'm doing what I'm doing, and I just kind of started recording it out of nowhere. Vitamins, I just take a night and get a whole little mix. Honestly, all you need is a fucking multivitamin. That should pretty much hit everything. I've got some extra calcium and magnesium and zinc in here. I've also got the Accutane taken with, fats. That's good for you if you're doing that. I tell you what, if you go back fucking in the early videos, like days, honestly, probably like 1 through 100, this wasn't really a bulk transformation. This was a skin transformation. Don't worry, I'm getting my blood tested. Accutane has the potential to fuck you up. So that's definitely under dermatologist supervision.